ooey gooey, chewy, peanut buttery, delicious little treat. Hollow circular oat cereal, such as Cheerios. Hi everyone. I'm sure everyone is very familiar with Rice Krispie treats, but have you ever heard of Cheerios bars? If not, I'm about to show you what's up. So, it's basically the same concept as Rice Krispie treats, but there's peanut butter and hollow circular oat cereal, such as Cheerios. So, most of the time, homemade Rice Krispie treats and such are made on the stove where you melt the butter and then you melt the marshmallows into a marshmallow fluff, but I like to make them in the microwave. I just find it real handy. So, I have a big microwave safe bowl and I have some butter. I'm using plant butter today. Any butter will work. I need 1.5 tablespoons. It can be cold to start. So I'm going to get my butter into my bowl, a 1/4 cup of peanut butter, smooth peanut butter. I grew up eating Jif. Normally, I don't think natural was even an option yet. I'm using natural today, but the red cap traditional Jif is perfect. Skippy will work too. Whatever brand, Peter Pan, whatever you have, use that. If you have a little bit more than a 1/4 cup, that is just fine. So do your best to get your peanut butter out of your measuring cup, and then we're going to add in 3 cups of mini marshmallows. And if you want to add in a few more, you can do that too, because I like very marshmallowy Rice Krispie treats and Cheerios bars. I love that ooey gooey goodness. So pop this in the microwave for 30 seconds. And in the meantime, let's prepare our baking pan. So I have an 8x8 baking pan. I've actually cut this recipe in half. I'll be sure to put down below the full recipe and it cut in half the way I'm doing it with you guys right now. So you can grease this with butter, some oil, some Pam, parchment paper, foil, whatever you have, whatever you like to use. Today I'm using foil because I've run out of parchment paper. It's always a great idea to prep your pan before you start, but sometimes you forget, like I did here. So let's set that aside and get our marshmallow mixture out of the microwave. So here we go, 30 seconds. I'm gonna take my spatula or wooden spoon and just give it all a little bit of a mix. My butter has not completely melted. My marshmallows are not completely melted down to fluff yet. So we just want to give it a stir and distribute all the heat that's in there. And back in the microwave for 30 seconds. So our marshmallows have puffed up a little bit. Butter has melted. Give it a good stir. And we want to make sure all of our marshmallows have broken down into fluff, so there's no little mini marshmallow lumps in there anymore. And we want to make sure we have our peanut butter evenly distributed in there. And then once it's nice and smooth, we want to work relatively quickly and get our cereal mixed in. We need 2.5 cups of cereal. And then while our marshmallow peanut butter fluff is still warm, do your best to fold in your cereal. So scrape your sides, scrape down to the bottom, get all of that marshmallow fluff, peanut butter deliciousness all incorporated, get all of your cereal coated the best you can. So it's gonna look kind of like spider webs in between all of our Cheerios. All right, once you have all of your cereal coated as best you can, let's get our pan back over here. And we're just going to put all of our cereal marshmallow mixture right into our pan. And make sure you get all of your cereal out and as much as you can of the marshmallow fluff out of your bowl. And then the peanut butter is going to help your spatula from not sticking, but you can always grease it. You can use your hands, you can use a piece of wax paper or parchment paper in between your hand and the cereal, just so that it doesn't stick to you or your spoon or your spatula. You can use a wooden spoon, but the one thing about Cheerios bars versus Rice Krispie treats is the oil from the peanut butter kind of helps make them a little less sticky in this part of the process. So just push from the middle out and try to work as quickly as you can, because once the marshmallow fluff starts to cool, it's going to start to harden and it's going to be harder to spread out your Cheerios bars. So once you've spread your Cheerios bars out into your pan, we're going to set these aside and let them cool before we cut them and try them. But I'm super excited. And if you happen to have any leftover peanut buttery marshmallow fluff deliciousness, it's delicious. I'm going to go ahead and scrape it out. So it's like quality control, guys. We want to make sure it's good. All right, so our Cheerios bars have cooled and firmed up. It's sticking a little bit to my foil, so I think if I would have greased it lightly, that would have been a little better, but it will pry away. There's just some of that marshmallowy, peanut buttery goodness that just wants to hold on. So let's cut these up. You can cut them into whatever size, fun size bar you decide that fun size is today. But let's get one out to try. Hopefully, there we go. Look at that. All of those Cheerios. I love the glisten from the marshmallow. All right. Look at that marshmallow pull. Let's give it a try. These are one of my favorite treats. If you're used to Rice Krispie treats, they are going to be a little different. The flavor of the Cheerios and the peanut butter with the marshmallow. So if you're going into it expecting it to taste like a Rice Krispie treat, you might be thrown off a little bit. I grew up with these. I don't remember homemade Rice Krispie treats being made in my house growing up, but Cheerios bars sure were. Still one of my favorites. It's hard to have just one. I do find they're real crunchy, and I love the flavor of peanut butter, so how could I go wrong? Ooey gooey, chewy, peanut buttery, delicious little treat. And these are one of those perfect desserts or snacks or treats that are perfect for summer, for picnics, for barbecues. You don't have to turn the oven on. You just use the microwave to melt the peanut butter and the marshmallows and the butter together. Absolutely delicious. You guys are just gonna have to try these out. I'll put the recipe in the description down below. I'll try to find a website that has it, but I didn't get it from a website. This is just the recipe I grew up using, but I'll pop that down below for you guys. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you try out Cheerios bars, let me know how you like them. And if you'd like to see more videos from me, hit that subscribe button and that bell so that you know when I drop my next video. And thank you all for watching.